While staying in the US, making their own demands for Trump's removal from power on Saturday were thousands of protesters in Washington and across the US. Now, they held rallies marking the third anniversary of the Women's March that drew millions of protesters to the streets the day after Trump's inauguration in 2017. As well as the main event in Washington, rallies were held in Chicago, New York and Los Angeles. Protesters say Trump must go in order to protect diversity, equality and human rights. Gabriel Elizondo was at one of the rallies in Washington, D.C.
Despite the cold temperatures and nearly freezing rain, it hasn't stopped thousands of people from coming out on the streets here in Washington, D.C. for the 4th annual Women's March. The first one happened in January 2017, and it was in response to President Donald Trump's inauguration. In that march, it was almost like a protest. There were more than 1 million people throughout the United States that took part in that in 2017. This one is much different. There's only a few thousand people here. Nevertheless, everyone here says that while the numbers are much, much smaller, that it's important that they're here.
For us, it's so much bigger than that. For us, it's about the impacts that people are able to have when they go back into their communities. For us, it's about people coming here, getting inspired, getting motivated, and taking that energy back into their communities to focus on local organizing.
I think the marginalized populations, African Americans, LGBTQ, and Hispanics, which I am part of that culture, if we don't all get together and stand up, nothing's going to change. And all of us collectively can make that change happen.
Most people here tell us that it doesn't matter if Trump is reelected or not. They're going to carry on this movement for years to come. There's already talk about maybe another Women's March later this year, closer to the election.